Hello everyone and welcome to the part 12 of this Amazon Bedrock AgentCore series. In our tutorial today, we will discuss about episodic memory strategy. Episodic memory was launched during reInvent 2025. Now we have already discussed about the other memory strategies like user preference, semantic, and summarization. Since we were discussing and deep diving into AgentCore memory, I'm basically creating this tutorial about episodic memory right now. This is a reference URL, and this URL has additional information on episodic memory. I've also created playlists on my channel for Bedrock and AgentCore. And as I create additional tutorials and labs, I will have them added to these playlists. These URLs will be mentioned in the description of this video. Let us start this discussion with what is episodic memory strategy? As the name suggests, it is episodic. That essentially means that it will record episodes. And what are episodes? Episodes are specific interactions that include any situation, intent, actions, or outcomes. Now, episodic memory stores these interactions or store these episodes across multiple or many interactions and stores it in a way that it is efficient to search and update. One key difference between episodic memory strategy and the other memory strategies is that episodic memory strategy is triggered by the assistant. Now remember that when you have user preference or semantic or summary, those are user triggered. That essentially means that a user sends a prompt and that triggers those memory strategies. As a user, you cannot trigger episodic memory. It is triggered by the assistant, as in your chat assistant or your LLM, your AI assistant, in very simple words. Why is that? It is because it is a form of a consolidation and a reflection that we will talk about that basically goes and looks at all the different interactions, all the different episodes, and then says, okay, this is what the intent was across all these episodes. This was what the action that the user was trying to take. This was the final outcome. And most importantly, it also stores the lessons learned from that. That's where reflection comes in. So this is very similar to our human memory as well, right? We have multiple interactions, we have multiple episodes in our life. And there are times that as humans, we go back and we reflect on that. We basically think, oh, yeah, this is what they actually meant to say. We try to get some insights out of that. That's exactly how this thing works. So episodic memory strategy includes the following steps. And you have seen some of these in the other memory strategies as well. First is extraction. It extracts and determines if the episode is complete. Then it consolidates when the episode is complete. That means it combines all the extractions into a single episode. And then finally, it reflects. Reflection is nothing but insights that are generated across the different episodes. So when it comes to episodic memory strategy, you need to remember that episodic memory strategy has episodes and it has reflections. Those are the two key things that you need to remember. Episodes are basically combined extractions across multiple interactions. So it's basically saying, okay, this is what happened across all these interactions. And reflections are lessons learned or insights. Hey, this is what we learned out of that. So hopefully that clears how episodic memory strategy works. Now let us look at reflections. Reflections, as I discussed earlier, consolidates across multiple episodes to extract broader insights that identify successful strategies, patterns, improvements, failures, lessons learned. So basically, it is looking through everything and say, okay, this is what was happening over there. This is what happened over there. This is what we have learned out of this situation. Some examples of reflections over here: identifying which tool combinations, consistently lead to successful outcomes for a specific type of task. Recognizing a pattern, remember patterns are insights, in failed attempts and approaches that resolve them. Even extracting best practices from multiple episodes with similar scenario. Now, let us look at how does episodic memory strategy work. You can see there's a simple diagram over here. We have events, and these events are stored in your short-term memory. You already know that. We've done multiple labs. All the memory labs have short-term memory in it. Every time you send a prompt, it creates an event and it stores over it in the short-term memory. Particularly, episodic memory strategy will first perform extraction. Then it will consolidate all the extracted information. Consolidation, it will basically organize everything. It will understand what is happening over here. And along with consolidation, that's where episodes are created, as you see. Along with that, what happens is reflection. Reflection is nothing else but lessons learned or insights gained across all the episodes. That's where you have your reflections. Remember, your reflections can now help you to make better decisions going forward. And this is what is written into your long-term memory. Your episodes as well as your reflections are written into your long-term memory. And of course, finally, you can retrieve them. So very simple, right? Extraction, consolidation, reflection. Consolidation creates episodes. Reflection creates reflections, aka insights or lessons learned. And episodes and reflections are what are written to your long-term memory. Now, let us do a brief comparison between the different long-term memory strategy. Okay, so these are the different strategies that are right here. You already know the user preference strategy. That shows nothing else but user preferences. Semantic is basically storing facts. And summarization, of course, is summary of the conversational topics. So these are pretty straightforward. Now comes episodic. Episodic, as we discussed, has episodes and reflections. Episodes are nothing else but multiple interactions. Okay, and basically picking these interactions and talking about the situation, the intent, the actions, and the outcome. So it will record these specific interactions, it will consolidate that, and it will store it. And remember that episodic memory is agent-led. Along with episodes, it also has reflections. And reflections are nothing else but lessons learned, insights, or some form of pattern coming out of it. So basically, it should be something that you can learn from. As essentially, you are basically reflecting on it. Just like how as humans go back and reflect on something, and that's where we gain that insight or we learn something from that. That's exactly how this thing works. So I hope that this particular tutorial was helpful. I will be creating a lab for episodic memory strategy as well. Till then, this is it from me today. I will see you shortly in some other video. And this is the holiday season going on. So happy holidays, have fun, and be safe. Thank you, and bye-bye.